It's 7 a.m. on this Saturday, March 6, 1999, and this is Today in LA Weekend. Good morning, I'm Farland Chang.
And I'm Tracy Savage. Topping the news at this hour, detectives have a murder mystery on their hands this morning after yesterday's fatal shooting at a nightclub owner in the Los Feliz area. The latest on the manhunt for the shooter coming up.
And it has happened again. Another school vandalized, this time an elementary school in Orange County, as suspects steal and destroy property before trying to set the school on fire.
Plus, fire rips through an abandoned strip mall. Now investigators are looking into what caused the raging fire. It all starts right now.
Live from NBC4, the station working for you. Southern California's #1 morning news.
And good morning, everyone. We will get to our top stories in just a minute.
But first, a look at our Saturday forecast. Will we see rain? Here's Angie.
Right now, it's a little cloudy out there. There is a storm on the way. When will it arrive and how much will we get? Well, I'll tell you all about that in my full AccuWeather forecast. Will arrive and how much we'll get in just a bit. See you in a minute.
Thank you, Angie. We begin today with the mystery surrounding the murder of a local nightclub owner. Officers believe robbers followed Untitled Lee from his nightclub to his Los Feliz home. They stole cash, then shot Lee as his wife watched in terror. And we're learning officers had been at the home before to seize millions of dollars in cash. Beverly White has the story.
The killing of businessman Untitled Lee remains unsolved despite numerous LAPD investigators who remained at the crime scene long after the body was taken away. Lee was confronted and
King is accused of assaulting his girlfriend and his 16-year-old daughter last January. His attorney says King was just being a concerned parent. Since his controversial beating 8 years ago, King has had several minor run-ins with the law. Farland.
The search is on this morning for the mother of a newborn baby found abandoned in South LA. The baby boy was only about 6 hours old when his photo was taken. He was found yesterday wrapped in a pillowcase in an alley next to Holy Cross Catholic Church. Right now, doctors say he's doing fine. Police say they need to find the mother for medical information. They hope to put the baby up for adoption. Tracy?
Farland investigators are trying to figure out the cause of a store fire in Compton. Flames broke out just before midnight at GH Fashions on North Wilmington and Plum Street. Firefighters say it took about an hour and a half to put the fire out. No one was hurt, but by the time it was all over, the building was gutted.
And vandals have struck another Southland school. This time they hit a school in Dana Point overnight, breaking windows, torching, and trashing classrooms. It happened at Palisades Elementary in Dana Point about 9 o'clock last night. Sheriffs were called after it was discovered someone had lit a small fire outside one of the classrooms. They also threw logs through the windows of several others. The vandals also destroyed computers and other property. No estimate of total damage yet, and no suspects. Just 5 days after some of the worst school vandalism in Southland history, State Senator Hilda Solis presented La Puente High School with a $2,000 check for its restoration fund. Solis is a graduate of La Puente. Yesterday was career day at the high school. Meanwhile, workers were still trying to erase the damage still visible from last Sunday night's attack.
Police are hoping a plea for help and a big reward will lead them to the killer of a Pomona teenager. So far, Pomona police have few leads, prompting them to announce a $10,000 reward yesterday for information leading to an arrest and conviction in this case. The victim, 13-year-old Nicolette Hayes, was found stabbed to death February 20th.
The suspect entered the house through a rear sliding door. The neighborhood has been canvassed for leads, however, so far, no one has been located that saw the suspect come or go from the residence.
The girl's mother says she was out for about an hour, and when she came back, she found her daughter murdered. Anyone with information is asked to please call Pomona Police.
The discovery of a hidden fault is offering a sobering reminder this morning that we do indeed live in earthquake country. The fault begins at Dodger Stadium and moves past downtown LA to northern Orange County. Geologists say it may have actually been responsible for the Whittier Narrows quake of 1987. At this point, though, they aren't sure. The fault is described as being similar to the blind thrust fault that caused the Northridge quake. No word on whether the discovery will prompt any changes in building codes. Tracy?
Farland, confirmation today, killer bees have indeed been discovered in Inglewood. Now, this isn't the first time the killer bees have been reported in the Southland, but this latest swarm discovered at the Hollywood Park Casino last Sunday. No reports of anyone being hurt. Experts say more than 1,000 square miles of LA County have been colonized by killer bees. Statewide, more than 34,000 square miles. And nationwide, 5 deaths are being blamed on the bees so far.
Now, time now is 7:20.
And it is time now to check traffic. Let's check in with Steve Truitt. Steve.
And in Cerritos, 91 eastbound connector to the South 605, there is a conked-out car right there in the connector.
All right, thanks a lot, Steve.
An anti-cellulite pill that really works. That's what one company is claiming. That story next.
Plus, officers returned to this controversial Westminster video store. They weren't breaking up protests, they were raiding the store.
There is a conked-out car right there in the connector.
All right, thanks a lot, Steve.
An anti-cellulite pill that really works. That's what one company is claiming. That story next.
Plus, officers returned to this controversial Westminster video store. They weren't breaking up protests, they were raiding the store. What they found just ahead.
And we'll have some tips on how to treat your ever-changing skin conditions. What you need to know to keep your skin looking young. Next.
And an up-close and personal look at some of the most fascinating creatures on Earth will take you on a deep-sea expedition.
But first, let's take a quick look outside. Here's the view from Burbank Airport. Here's an idea for some weekend fun. In health news this morning, a new pill is about to hit store shelves that promises to get rid of cellulite. It's called Celicine, made by Rexall Sundown. The pills are made of herbal extracts and natural ingredients. The manufacturer claims they can metabolize the trapped fat that causes cellulite. Celicine should be in stores starting Monday. It's not cheap, though. A 2-week supply will cost you about $40.
Farland, a new report is offering some tips on how to help keep your skin staying younger and more supple even as you age. Dr. Bruce Hensel explains.
Since ultraviolet rays can damage the skin even when it's cold outside. Dr. Bruce Hensel, Channel 4 News, Today in LA Weekend.
A lifeboat in space? The test flight of a futuristic flyer coming up.
And if you like roller coasters, we have a new one just for you. Up ahead, a preview of the new ride, the Steel Eel.
Also, they are a 10-man yachting crew fighting more than the rough seas. A look at the new documentary, Rock the Boat. Plus, Angie with the forecast.
And welcome back, everyone. Fans of high speeds and twisting turns are heading to the Lone Star State to try a monster roller coaster designed to send you flying. These coaster enthusiasts are getting a preview of the new Steel Eel at SeaWorld in San Antonio, Texas. The ride begins by climbing 15 stories, then it's hold on to your hats as it soars down at speeds nearing 65 miles an hour. The roller coaster is 3,700 feet long, and riders experience periods of weightlessness as the car races up and down the rails. And Farland, I think I will stay on firm ground.
I would consider trying that at least once. Oh, finally, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the cutest chimp of all? A group of chimpanzees in Japan were a little confused by their own reflections when they got to look at the mirror yesterday. Zookeepers in Nagoya, Japan, hope the mirror will keep the chimps from getting bored, and it's working. Some of the babies were afraid to get too close, but they eventually got the hang of it and now seem to be enjoying the view. Now, I don't want to compare my 5-month-old baby boy to one of these chimps, but I have the entire baby room surrounded with mirrors.
Very good. It must be working.
It's entertaining for the baby, more entertaining for the parents.
That's right. All right.
Well, that wraps it up for now. Thanks for making us your #1 choice for morning news.
And be sure to watch Channel 4 News later today at 5 o'clock.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.